Hi, you guys. So, I don't know how much longer I can last doing videos in this place because, again, I don't want to wear out my welcome, and I'm really gonna want to quit if I can't. I can't. Okay, I can't. But I'm gonna feel bad if I can't do my daily video. Okay, and that's what we're all afraid of. But it is what it is. Coming in here and being ready and primed and wanting to do a video, and then having people around, and so not wanting to push record, and then having to wait an hour or two, and then getting to record for 15 minutes, and then turning it back off because somebody comes in, and then doing, wait another hour or two, and then and and I'm working on stuff during that hour or two that I'm not on here. But speaking of, so, I'm doing stuff while I'm waiting, but it's for me right now, I just need to be able to think about something and actually do it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to turn you off and I'll come back later. So that was only an hour and a half. And during that time, I was able to do some work and figure some things out, some technical issues. I say figure them out. I don't feel like I figured them out, but I'm getting somewhere, I guess. If the solutions actually work, that will be amazing. The thing is that I wish that it was like, one guy comes in, he sits down and stuff. Another guy comes in, he sits down. And then the first guy leaves, and then the second guy's about ready to leave, and then a third guy comes in. And it's like, I wish it was timed where they all came at once and then all left at once. And I'm totally complaining about something that I'm very grateful for and is not mine, and I do not feel entitled to at all. So I'm grateful for it. It's just the reason I complain is only because my mind, I'm really trying to figure ways around not making me want to. I'm really trying to figure out ways to overcome obstacles so that I don't feel so hindered and eventually, feel like I want to stop. So yeah, today is Tuesday. I'm not going to do the 7 paths every single day. For those of you who didn't watch the few long videos last week, especially maybe the first one, I think it was in the first one, but this channel is Sage Summers 7 Paths to Peace. But I did not, when I wanted to do YouTube, when I first wanted to do YouTube, it was not a vlogging thing. I did not want to vlog. That's just how things ended up. And I did like the idea. I came up with the idea of 7 Paths to Peace. And I did like that. And I did want to follow that because it's a goal achievement process and a self-actualization process. But the channel I wanted in the first place was just to talk about really your conscience and your morals and things like that. I wanted a channel to do that, and then I wanted another channel that was just a reaction channel. And here I ended up with like a vlogging channel because of my life situation. So, and I do think it's important to get this out there, so I do want to do that. But I'm going to add in that video, some of you didn't watch because it's so long, but I said basically I'm just going to throw spaghetti at the wall and see which one sticks. So on this channel, I know it's not a really great thing to do for the algorithm or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't figured everything out, but they do all say you need to niche, you need to be in one category, But I'm going to be doing vlogs, and I'm going to do reactions, and I'm going to do just like consciousness, moral stuff that I'm just going to do whatever, because right now that's what gets me out of bed. That's what I need to do. Right now it's just about my sanity and mentality. That's what it is. So I really appreciate you guys being here. I totally appreciate you guys commenting. They really, really help me. I'm very grateful for my subscribers. If you're not subscribed, please do that. It really does help. Liking the video and commenting is what really helps the algorithm. It makes YouTube put it up so that other people will watch it. If they don't see any engagement, they rate it by engagement. And engagement is not just clicking on the video. Engagement is how long you watch, and also that you actually make comments, and that you push the like button, you know, and that the subscriber count goes up. So that kind of leads me into one thing I wanted to share with you. So yes, my goal is to do a video a day, okay? And so some videos, I know I'm going to get burned out. I know I'm going to have troubles. I'm hoping I can do it. I'm really hoping I can do it. And why such a big goal? Because that is really hard, even for seasoned YouTubers. One of the reasons why I want to do that is because it's just the goal I can think of right now. It's just all I can think of to get me out of bed and to get me having some purpose and to get me going. It's just all I can think of. So again, watch that video last week, because I described it as much as I possibly could as to why this is. So I've got this goal. I know it's going to be rough. I know I'm going to feel some burnout. So there's going to be some videos that are just really crappy and maybe short. That's a possibility. I think they're all kind of crappy, so the standard's not going to be too high. But another reason is because I wanted to do YouTube for years and years and years, and I just didn't do it. I told you guys my first video, I was told about it in 2012, and I was thinking about it, but I never did it, and it kind of just went out my head. 2016, I was like, I really should do this, and then 2018 is like, I really should do this, and I actually recorded my first video, but I never uploaded it. And then 2020, I was like, I'm definitely going to do this, and then, you know, what happened in 2020, and then I did do it for 2 months, and then I flailed, and here we are, trying again. And but all of that time, there have been people that I do watch, but nobody like religiously, you know, like I follow them. That's just the type of personality I am. So I bounce around, but there are people who I have watched over and over throughout the years that I keep going back to their videos, and I've watched them grow from nothing to millions of subscribers. Some of them I totally understand why they're so successful, and others, I have to be honest with you, I'm like, wow, you know? But I watched them, and I should have been doing it the whole time. Even when I lost all that data, I should have just pulled up my britches, you know, just let it roll off my back, what, you know, my two friends said, just recommitted, and just, despite my environment, despite being in the situation where I was helping somebody else and all of that drama that was going along with that, should have just done it. And I should have recorded myself right after I was physically assaulted as well. Like, I should have just recorded those things. There is another reason why I didn't. I may as well just say that here. A lot of you are going to feel, multiple ways about this, but I watched a video by Matt Walsh, and some people really hate him, and some people really love him, all in between. I'm responsible for my own feelings. Some of the things that I'm about to say affected me. It really did. And that's my problem. It's not necessarily his. However, it did affect me. And he took a video off of TikTok and he put it on his channel. And I'll clip it here if I want to. I don't know that I'm going to go back to that. But he took a video off of TikTok and he was talking about depression. You know, it is difficult because people can overshare. Is this really healthy for us to be sharing all of our innermost lives? And I feel one of two ways about it. In some ways, I don't think it's really healthy for us. And in the other way, I think it is good and important to have things documented in real time. This is just a living journal is all it is. So anyways, he took this video off and he posted it, and then he was commenting on it. And he's like, anybody who's depressed doesn't do videos. I mean, if you're depressed, if you really know what depression is, you don't do videos. You don't do videos. And listen to her talk. Like, she's not depressed. She's not depressed. And I read in the comments, and a lot of people agreed with him. this is the thing, sometimes people who have not been through something, but well-meaning, that's the thing, like some of you might think he's the biggest jerk in the world. I don't think that's his soul, okay? I don't think that's his soul. And I don't think he always delivers things, but I don't think most people are just really terrible people. I just don't think that. Most people. There are terrible people out there. So you might think he's one. But a lot of people, even in my comments, give advice and say, oh, do this or do it this way or no, that's wrong, this and this and this. And they're well-meaning. And they're saying it out of care and concern and love. And I take it that way. And what they're saying is also not bad advice. It's also true. However, I can't do it. And you watching me and you thinking, oh, she's got some affect, her eyes light up sometimes, even there's like this bit of a smile and stuff. Turn off the camera, and I'm not trying to be something different for a camera. I'm not doing that at all. Sometimes I turn the camera on, I feel so insecure, and you're seeing, I'm like, why do I sound like that? But this is a weird experience. By the way, we've been doing this with our lives for only a decade now. This is not entirely normal. This is not the way relationships have gone for thousands of years. And some of you feel close to me. So I don't discount any of that, and I don't discount the advice. Myself, back in the day when I was healthier, I would have said the same things. And I still have that girl in the back of my head saying those things to me today and not understanding. It's like, why can't you do that? Hello, just do it. You're capable, you do it, You don't come off as depressed, or you don't come off this way, or you don't this, that, the other, just get a job, just do this, just do that. Wait, you should just go to therapy. You should find a way to. I'm saying those same things to myself. I think that that's the way it should be. And yet, it does not happen. It does not happen. And I cannot convey to you, especially if you've not been in the situation, and I don't really like it when people say, oh, you wouldn't understand. Like, I've been single all my life, okay, but I have a lot of nieces and nephews, and I've been around a lot of children, and I have a very, very motherly heart. So when people say, oh, you wouldn't understand because you're not a mom, this is true in some respect. And in other respects, I can tell you that I've loved children more than their own mother loved them before. Anyways, my point is, you don't always have to have lived the experience, obviously, to give the counsel or advice or whatever. But it is difficult in the sense that I'm here and I'm living it, and I can't explain to you why it just doesn't work that way. I don't have any time to reply to comments. I'm so grateful you leave them. Again, it helps the algorithm, and it also is helping me. You are making a difference for me, okay? Even if it's just full of advice and things like that. Do what you need to do. Sorry, see, I keep getting sidetracked. I can't stay here. But, because then I already have a mental problem. Now I can't think what I was saying. I made one comment. I commented to somebody because they wrote me a really, really long comment and they wanted to hear back from me, so I replied to them. And I told them this. I said, it goes back to that first video, that clip that I put in there of Jordan Peterson, not quoting him perfectly, but, he says, if you can't clean your room, what can you do? If all you can do is clean your socks out of your drawer, then that's what you do. Even somebody as useless as you, do it. And that sounds really harsh and denigrating and da-da-da, but it is how I feel, so I connected with that because I feel that useless. I feel that useless. And the girl in the back, in my head, back in the day that could do all these capable things, I have to say that to her, and I have to say that to some of the comments in here, and I have to say that to Matt Walsh. you know, he doesn't know that TikToker. Some people, there are some people on here that you know, maybe are not in some state that they say they are, okay? I'm not one of them. But this is already humiliating for me. I don't want to talk about this when people are sitting in here. I don't want to talk about this even to you, to be honest. So it's already humiliating. So for me to push record when I am having a total meltdown, breakdown, there have been times where I'm like, okay, this is part of it. People should see it. You want people to see the truth, then do it. Push record. And I can't. And I can hardly even push record now for this, but I'm forcing myself. And it may not look that way to the camera, to the people on the other side of this, because sometimes I might smile, sometimes my eyes light up, this and that and the other. I can't help the way my body responds to this camera, but I know how I am when the recording stops, and I know how I've been for the last 10, 15 years, and I know that, I mean, it's taken me this long. I'm sorry, but you believe what you want. This is not what I want to do on camera. But if I don't do this, you think I'm not depressed? You think people don't have struggles because they don't show you? All of us are like that. You don't walk into a grocery store and tell the checkout person like the most traumatic thing that ever happened in your life. But the internet's kind of different because I've never seen any of you, and like I said, this is like a journal, and maybe it can help somebody else. Like, that's my purpose for doing it. You know, and I said this on a video 2 years ago. You know, there's a lot of people a lot of superstars or whatever that say, oh yeah, back in the, you know, I had such a hard time coming up. I was homeless before. And they say it so flippantly, and I don't know what that really means. Some people who just had to sleep in their car for 3 days would say, oh, I was homeless. And it's like, you have your own definition. You know, so I thought if I ever got somewhere, maybe this would be valuable, that people could see where I started. And honestly, you're not even seeing where I started. You're seeing me when I have that crack and that is one of the reasons I can do the video, is because I have that crack in the cloud. I have that little crack in the cloud. I can't push record when I'm at my lowest. But I should. And that's why his video, I'm just like, this girl has the courage to push record during that period of time. And that might help somebody else on the other side of that screen. And I don't know that you've ever been depressed, like that deeply depressed, and you might have been able to get over it, because some people have been through things and they've gotten over it really well, and so therefore they think everybody should do it their way and get over it just as easy as they do. And I want to be really careful, because I don't believe in falling into the victim mindset. I do believe in pulling yourself up by the bootstraps. I do. I totally do. And I don't believe that we should give in to all these excuses. I'm trying to do something about it. The very little sock drawer that I can. So So I've contemplated whether it's very awkward turning record on, period. It's very awkward to do it when you're extremely emotional, but I thought, I committed to this, I should show all of it. I don't want somebody commenting and saying, oh, well then, she should keep that private, or she should, she's not really depressed if she can do that, or I don't know, it affected me. It's one of the reasons why I stopped. It's stupid. It's not his fault. You might want to attribute we all say stupid stuff all the time, or say something in one way and somebody takes it and we're not meaning it that way, and if we knew the real story of that person, we would show compassion, and we have to be accountable. People can be really rude and really intentionally hurtful, and I'm still accountable for the way that I receive it, and yet I'm human, and that's why I received it in a negative way. Anyway, I just laughed. So I am better right now. I'm not nearly. When I get so deep down, like when I went back east and I tried to find that guy to do YouTube and have some support, and I couldn't find him, and that's a story for another time, but I went out into the forest and found a place to camp, and I just got more and more depressed as time went on, and then I had a catastrophe happen back here in the West, and I could go months and months and months without seeing another living person other than going and getting some food, which is a necessary evil, which I'd really rather not do, because I'd really rather self-delete. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm just going to end with this, because this is what I was supposed to say, and I got sidetracked. So doing the video a day, I watched all these channels grow. I guess you could say, so I'm their fan, where I feel a relationship, or at least I've seen these people grow over time and evolve, and I've seen their channel grow over time and evolve, and I should have been doing it all that time. And so because I'm behind, I do want to do a video a day. I want to try. I really want to give it a try. And my goal is to get to 1,000 videos. And then if my channel doesn't seem to take off, and I've done 1,000 videos, if I did a video a day to 1,000 videos, that's 2.5 years. 2.5 years of my life doing this. Hopefully it will help whoever does watch it, and that will be successful. At that point, as far as having it as like a goal for a job, and I'm not saying I'm not going to work in that 2.5 years as well, because I need to get another job, but if at 2.5 years with this it's not proving to be a business, then I'll rethink, and maybe I'll keep going. I can't say. I would still love to help people in that way, so maybe I just keep going. I don't know, but I want to take it serious, so I could get to 1,000 videos before 2.5 years is up, but not right now, because I'm struggling to get a video out in a day. I'm really struggling. And as far as making it a business, just so you know, I was saying this on the video yesterday, and then I stopped myself to put it in this video, which I was hoping would be 10 minutes. YouTube, to get monetized, there were some people 2 years ago in the previous videos who, now that I'm back on my channel, like I said, I hadn't even looked at the channel because I felt like a failure. So I hadn't even logged on until January 1st, a week ago. And then I went back and read comments, and one guy was like, where are you, where are you, where are you? You know, there were a lot of people asking that, but one guy in particular, he was like, where are you, where are you? And then somebody replied to him, and he's like, oh, she took the money and ran, typical. And it's like, and I'm grateful because somebody replied to him and said, what are you talking about? First of all, if you watched any of her videos, people have offered things and she said no. Number one, thank you for sticking up for me, because that's 100% true. Number one, she said absolutely no. And number two, YouTube doesn't work like that. She's barely got 1,000 subscribers. And by the amount of people that watch her videos and the typical people who will click on a video and watch only the first 2 minutes, I doubt she has the watch hours to get monetized, and even when you do get monetized, you make what, $3 a month or something like that. It takes a really long time. So for those of you who think that I'm just going to count on this for, and not do anything else right now, no, that's not my plan. This is my purpose. This is to make me feel like the rest of what I do in life, when I can get to those stages, when I'm capable enough to get to those stages, this will at least keep me grounded in purpose. So I don't want to I just need purpose. I need to be doing something like this. It's just all I can think of doing. So that's it. I could work any job and do anything and make money. But that doesn't mean I'll enjoy it. That doesn't mean I'll feel fulfilled. That doesn't mean anything. When you don't have relationships in your life, you don't have intimate relationships, nothing, they can give you purpose. If I was a mother, I'd have all the purpose I need. All the purpose I need. I know exactly what I'd be doing. So I don't have that, and I don't have a career that is wonderful and beautiful. This is what I can have during that time. It won't give me the money, so I do have to go out and get another job until this can supplant it. The point is that you don't even get monetized on this until you have 1,000 subscribers, which I do now, and 4,000 watch hours. 4,000 watch hours is a lot of time. Despite how long my videos are, people only watch 3 or 4 minutes. 3 minutes goes towards my watch hours, but it's hours. 4,000 watch hours. And that's why I came up with the idea of 1,000, because I calculated it. And when I was doing this 2 years ago, I came up with this idea, and I got pennies, and I put my little emblem on them. You didn't see this video. This is one of the videos I had filmed and got sloshed. But I had taken a penny, and I put a little sticker on there with, Sage Summers, 7 paths to peace. And I was handing that out to people, and I was asking them to subscribe to my channel and watch, and I was telling them a little bit about what it was about. And I said, hey, look, if you just go on and you just watch that first video, it's 8 minutes long, right? Or 8 to 10 minutes long. I said, if you'll just do that, and then you'll tell 25 of your friends to do that, you'll really help me out, type thing. So, because I calculated it. If I got 25 people to watch a 10-minute video, that turns out to be like, I can't remember now, but just off the top of my head, it turns out to be like 250,000 minutes, which translates to something like 4,000 hours. So I was purposely, I was like, okay, I'll give out 1,000 pennies, okay, for 1,000 subscribers, and that's what I tell them. I'm giving out 1,000 pennies for 1,000 subscribers. Just watch that one video and get 25 of your friends to watch it. And that's what you can do. You really want to help a homeless person? I'm not asking you for money. I'm not asking you for anything else. I'm asking you to watch a video all the way through and get 25 other people to watch it. That's what I'm asking you to do. Then that gets me to the point of being monetized. And I'm hoping, obviously, a lot of those people are genuine and do like my channel and stick around, because the point is not, again, to just get monetized, because you only make like $3. You have to actually be a good channel and actually have something of value and get real fans. One step at a time. That was my calculation. That was my plan. That still is my plan in so many ways. So that's why I say up to 1,000 videos, because 1,000 has just kind of become my ruler, measuring stick. 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 hours, 1,000 videos, 1,000 pennies, 1,000 people, 1,000 true fans is my real goal. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Sorry it's so long.